Before we start today's episode, I want to talk to you guys about low testosterone. You guys know that I actually suffer from it, and a lot of men in this country right now are suffering from it. And the worst thing about it, at least the worst thing for me, was in the very beginning not knowing what to do about it. If I was low, how low was I? And then once I started getting treatment, is it working? Is what I'm doing actually working? What about all the other things going on in my body? Is it affecting other areas? Not knowing where things are at is really stressful. There's just a lot of unknowns, and I know a lot of you out there are in that same boat. So today I'm going to help you out and share with you one of my favorite companies right now, Let's Get Checked. I've talked about them several times in the past, and I'm really excited they chose to collaborate with me and sponsor this episode today, because what they're doing is seriously making a difference in people's lives everywhere, and they're doing it by making it so easy and cost effective to get these answers to some of those unknowns. All you have to do is go to their website and choose a test, which, by the way, I have a code for you to use to discount those tests. If you check it in the description, you'll find a code and it will discount those tests. But once you choose your test, they then send you a kit in the mail. You take your own sample, which is very simple. They give you very detailed instructions on how to do it properly, and then you send it back, and within days, I mean literally just a few days, it's very quick, you have access to a full look at what is happening in your body. This is a huge benefit to people on TRT, or even people who are curious if they're actually testosterone deficient. I mean, that's a really important question to get answered so that you know how to proceed. And Let's Get Checked can help you get those answers, and at a lesser cost than a trip to the doctors. In the end, though, I cannot recommend this company enough. There's so many guys I've heard from just from my own videos saying, how do I know if I'm deficient? What do I do? And getting firm answers and firm numbers is always a good idea, and Let's Get Checked is a quick and easy way to get those answers and some peace of mind. Once again, you can find a discount code in the description along with a link to their site if you're interested in getting started. Now though, on to today's episode. So today we are looking at a new styling kit from the Forte series, and this is actually going to be for you awesome thin or fine-haired folks. This new kit they have put together is supposed to be the ultimate answer to helping folks with those hair types get a thicker and better overall style while making it easier at the same time. This is the new hair thickening kit from the Forte series. This is a kit comprised of products from their current lineup that, when used together, will create thick, voluminous styles for folks with thin or fine hair. This kit contains quite a few products. We've got the shampoo, the thickening spray, the sea salt spray, and the styling cream. And the way this kit works is classic teamwork, really. Each product has a job to do. It has a role to play, and then when each one does their job, the entire team comes together to provide you with an awesome style. And when it comes to, actually using this kit, I think it's cool and slightly different than other kits out there. There's a bunch of kits out there. This one I think is a little bit different because it gives you options. I want to mention real quick too, the B-roll you just saw, I showed the texture powder in the clips. When I first heard about this kit, the powder was mentioned to be in it. I thought that it was included. I later found out it was not included, but I had already filmed the B-roll, the whole segment, and yes, I could have refilmed it, but, well, I didn't, so there we are. But just looking at these items that are in the kit, it's a really easy path to follow when you start with the shampoo, and then from there you make a choice. Do I go with the thickening spray, or do I go with the sea salt spray? Or do you take a walk on the wild side and choose both? After you do, though, choose a path, you should be left with a solid foundation that can then be expanded upon with the finishing product here, the styling cream. And the idea here is for it to be lightweight, the finishing product, to be lightweight and volumized, not heavy and constricting, because you guys with thin or fine hair know this already, so you guys can already confirm what I'm saying. Having that type of product, one that really constricts the hair, practically eliminates any volume or endurance that you're able to get, because it just makes it super difficult. So this kit overall was designed to be the opposite of that. And I just want to mention that I don't have thin or fine hair. I hear about it all the time, though, from other people. I also hear that my hair is not as thick as others out there, but it's pretty thick. It's pretty bushy, quite annoying actually. But this will still work, as I'm going to show you. This will still work. So the point is, even if you have a different hair type than what they're technically targeting, you might still be able to use this kit. You might still be able to find some use out of this. So let's take a look at it now, starting first with some bedhead. And wow, is that lovely. That's just great, isn't it? We're gonna hit it with the shampoo. We're gonna get it all nice and washed and then rinsed. And then we're gonna set up to make our first choice. And of course, I am gonna show you both options here, but first we're gonna use the thickening spray. And after getting it all sprayed in and moved around and then hitting it with the heat, this is the result. It's nice and thick. It's got good volume. It's nice and plumped up. And remember, this path with the thickening spray is meant for endurance if you have trouble with that, because it eliminates oils that end up destroying all that volume and all that work you put into your style. So keep that in mind. But now we are going to hit the reset button real quick on my hair here and test out the sea salt spray. This one is for that added texture. This is the secondary route you can take for added texture with a plumped up look and all those awesome sea salt benefits. And after adding this in, blow drying it the same way, we can see it does actually produce a different result compared to the thickening spray. It is very similar, but the sea salt spray actually makes it appear, in my opinion, more put together or more polished. Now, for the sake of this video, I am going to go with the sea salt spray for my path for this demo. I actually like to spritz a little of both in there, to be honest, but for the sake of the video, I'm just going to stick with the sea salt spray, and then we're going to finish this thing off with the styling cream. And I can tell exactly why they put this in this kit. This is the perfect fine hair styler from this line. It's creamy, it's lightweight, it doesn't impose on what the other steps in the kit tried to set up. It's just a great team player here. You can see it's just adding in more of that hold to produce a real style. It's not overstepping and taking over. It's just lending its own benefits to the overall goal of a killer volumized and textured look. And that's what I think we have here. You can see here too that it's very responsive to just my fingers, but if I run a wide tooth comb through it, it responds even better. It responds so well with those clean lines, but it still has a lot of volume in there, a lot of volume. But you know, for me, I like it to be a little more messy, so I am going to texturize it a bit with my fingers, but this is the end result. Overall now, for me, I think the kit works really well for my hair. I say for my hair, as I don't really have anything to compare that to as far as fine hair, but what I'm seeing in my hair when I use it, I would absolutely put money on this kit working out well for people with thin or fine hair. It has all the elements that logically tell me it will lead to success. I mean, all the products work. For one, they all work really well by themselves, and then two, they all seem to work really well together, and that's really the secret of this kit. And I have to say, I like that they made this kit with the option of the sea salt spray or the thickening spray, because if you think about it for a second, it's actually kind of like getting two kits, even though they are, you know, for the same goal. I saw a bit of difference with the thickening spray versus the sea salt spray, so that means the end result will also be a little bit different. So it's kind of like having two different kits. You know, it's pretty cool to see. It's a little bit different. This kit does sell for $75 at the Forte series site, but you can get a discount on that by using my code. It's in the description along with a link to the kit itself. It is actually sold out right now. It's sold out for the moment. I do believe it's going to be back in stock. I mean, it has to. It's got to be back in stock at some point. I don't know exactly when. I'm not told stuff like that from the brand, but I'm sure it will be back as soon as they're able to get supply or get some inventory, I'm assuming. That is it though for today though. Thanks so much for checking this out with me. Make sure you do the big three for me: like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribe's a big one. It's a big help to me. Thank you so much in advance for doing that. And as always, take it easy. I'll see you next time.